I am going to explain about the meaning and measurement of productivity. Productivity is the quantitative relationship between output and input. It can be expressed as a ratio of output to inputs, that is, what is produced to what resources is required to produce. Peter F. Drucker defines productivity as the balance between all factors of production that will give the greatest output for the smallest budget. That is, how effectively the resources are going to utilize it to produce maximum output with minimum cost. Let's see the measurement of productivity. Productivity can be measured by how much input is required to achieve a given output. It can be measured by this formula: P is equal to O divided by I. P is the productivity, O is output and I is input, which includes material, labor or overheads. For example, if a factory produces 1000 units of product in 500 labor hours, labor productivity is 2 units per hour. That is, output divided by input. 1000 units divided by 500 labor hours is equal to 2 units per hour is the labor productivity. Productivity can be measured in two ways, that is overall productivity and factorial productivity. Let's see one by one. Overall productivity. It means calculating productivity by taking all the inputs together. As a material, labor and overhead affect productivity as a whole, it is difficult to express these factors as a common denominator. So to overcome this difficulty, cost of different units of input is adopted as a measure of overall productivity from this formula. That is, value of output divided by cost of input. Here, cost of input includes cost of all material, labor and overhead, which can be written as total cost plus net added value divided by total cost. It is also measured by return on capital employed is equal to profit divided by capital employed into 100. Profit is before long-term borrowings and income tax, and capital employed includes fixed asset plus current asset minus current liability. Next, factorial productivity. Factorial productivity means the productivity of individual factors separately which contribute to the overall productivity. It has many types. First one is factorial productivity. Where most of the work done by labor, it is essential to know the efficiency of labor. All factory labor, both direct and indirect, should be included. It can be measured in terms of hours and in terms of money. First, in terms of hours, output per man hour is equal to total output divided by total man hours. Man hours per unit is equal to total man hours divided by total output. In terms of money, it can be calculated by sales value divided by number of workers. Added value per unit of labor cost is equal to added value divided by wages. Here, added value is the sales value minus material cost, that is total of wages, overheads and profit. Material productivity can be calculated by material cost divided by number of units produced. If there is wastage of material, then ratio of wastage of material is equal to wastage of material divided by total material consumed. Machinery productivity. It is essential to know the capacity utilization and efficiency of machinery. It can be calculated by these formulas. Output per machine hour is equal to output divided by actual machine hours. Machine hours per unit of production is equal to actual machine hours divided by output in units. Machine utilization is equal to output in standard hours divided by planned machine hours. If we want capacity percentage, actual machine hours divided by planned machine hours into 100. Lost time percentage is equal to machine hours lost divided by planned machine hours into 100. These are the factors that influence the productivity. First, manpower, that is labor. Selection of a right man for a right job is required. Second, equipment and machines, that is number of machines and its capacity. Third, power and energy. Fourth, finance is required to maintain all the requirements. Lastly, movement of men and materials, that is motion of men, finished and semi-finished products within the plant is required to know the productivity.